Okay, so this is going to touch on the subject of abuse of children. If you don't want to hear that, then you might not want to listen to this. But whenever I talk about the abuse that I took at the hands of my mother, inevitably people come into the comment section and leave some form of comment like this. This person here says, "My mom gave us belt beatings and we love her for it. Kept us on the straight and narrow." I think it's straight and narrow. Love my mother, dot, dot, dot. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. What I got was a little bit more extreme than just a belt beating, but I put belt beating in the same category as what I got. According to your own words, you took a beating with a belt. Right? How is that any different from whipping somebody with a whip? Pick a scenario, pick an imagery. Well, Tom, those people were slaves. My kid's not a slave. You are punishing a human being by beating their body with a long leather device. How is making your kid pull their pants down and beating their ass with a belt, or even if you do it over the pants, I guess? How is that different than whipping somebody as a punishment? And like I said, what I got was much more severe. Did I get belt beatings? Yep. I also got shoe beatings, as I've mentioned a million times before. I've been beaten with that metal strip that separates tile floor from carpet, right? I've been beaten with one of those. And my mom, obviously, if you've watched my content for any period of time, took it a little bit further than that and went straight to fists. Here's a belt beating I got that I talk a lot about. I got punished one time by my mother and her boyfriend. He participated in it. My punishment was I was made to strip naked, lay on my belly on the couch, and put my arms forward over the arm of the couch, where my mother sat there and held my arms down over the arm of the couch, while her boyfriend gave me a belt beating on my bare ass until my bare ass and lower back ripped open. Now, you say that your mom's beatings kept you on the straight and narrow and that you love her for it. That's your personal experience. I obviously cannot speak to your experience. My experience was that was horrific. I've never taken a belt to my kids. And the thought of it makes me sick to my fucking stomach. Your mom kept you on the straight and narrow. My mom taught me how to take a punch. I learned how to take a punch from my mom. I have never understood people who say, yeah, we took belt beatings, we took switch beatings, and we turned out great. We're appreciative of our parents for doing it. That's not the experience I had. It's your experience. It is what it is. I can't fathom it. I can't fit that in my head for the life of me. The shit that's running through my head, I couldn't even fucking repeat for most of the social media channels that this is going to be on. I see so many people, obviously, throughout the course of life, that have a great deal of respect, admiration, and love for their mothers. Mother's Day means something to them because of their mom. It's just something I've never had. I've never had that kind of relationship with my mother. I mean, maybe when I was very, 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 very young, right? When I was before the family fell apart and before the beatings began and all of that shit. Yeah, pre 8 years old. Yeah, maybe then. When I was 5, 6, and 7. Yeah, there were some good years. We were poor as shit, and we didn't have much, but there were still some good years then. But I wish I had that kind of relationship, admiration, love, and respect for my mother. But because she beat me, because of the things that she did, that just did not exist. Never has, does not currently, and never fucking will. The most positive thing I can say about my mother is that she left the world a much better place the moment, the millisecond that she stopped breathing. That was her contribution to making the world a better place. She had to fucking leave it before she could make it better.